Love, peace, and prosperity, people. Good family out there. I just came today. Wanted to shed my light on a topic, something that's like detrimental to the family, to the whole black community. The coon. Now, I'm not talking about the person who has a different political belief as me, or the person who chooses to date somebody for whatever reason they choose to date that person for. I'm not talking about that because that's just an individual, in my opinion. But we really have real coons out here. For an example, we got people who in our community, they selling drugs, they poisoning the community. Not just kids, but they messing up families by doing that. That's the real coon, if you ask me. The drug dealer who out here putting that poison into our community, showing little kids that type of lifestyle. That would be a coon in my opinion. Or how about the person who a lot of us have in our family, that man that's going around touching all the little kids in the family, raping the little girls, molesting the little babies. He's the coon, in my opinion, at least. Like that would be a coon. Um, how about the person going around here murdering black people, just murdering us for whatever reason? Like you can't tell me something was serious enough to be trying to kill another black person. I just can't think of nothing that's that serious to want to take another person's life. That would be a coon to me. So having a different political belief, whether it's a Democrat or Republican, you got to understand that there's racist people on both sides of it. There's a lot of racist Democrats, a lot of racist Republicans. So just because a person is a Republican, that don't make him any more coon than a black Democrat. I, for one, think that we as a people don't need to be just blindly following either political party, but that's another story. I think if we not gonna start our own political party that has the best interests of our people, then we need to remain independent and just vote on the characters of each individual who running. Not, oh, he's a Democrat, so I'm about to ride with that one. Or even in a sense, oh, that person's black, so I'm about to go with them because all black people ain't got the best interests of the black community, I heard. Furthermore, um, shoot, definitely not like a person who you're dating. I mean, like, yeah, you might be mad, but you can't specifically hold it against that person. You don't know why he want to date a white woman or why she want to date a white man. You don't know for what reasons they picking to want to do that. So I don't personally hold that against nobody because they want to date outside the race. That's just that's just me, like I said. But what is detrimental to the community is these gangbangers who teaching the babies to gang bang and live a lifestyle that inherently ain't gonna do nothing positive. That would be a coon. Or the individual who, let's say, who out here claiming to be for the people, but really ain't doing nothing more than scamming the people. How about we hold them to the fire? Like you supposed to be so pro black, but yeah, you just out here getting people for their bread. Those are the coons. Um, Shoot, but yeah, like say the individual who on YouTube or whatever, and they holding black people to a certain standard. So it's like, oh, you shouldn't say that about black people. Well, if a black person do this and we're not supposed to be doing it, we need to be the ones who holding us to that standard where we shouldn't be acting like that. And we need to be putting our feet to the fire and as a whole saying like, hey, we don't agree with that. Or just because my mom black, I can't tell this black woman that she's doing something wrong. Just because my dad black, I can't tell this black man that he doing something wrong. Nah, I don't. I don't personally subscribe to that type of feelings or ideology. I definitely believe we need to be holding each other accountable, and When it's wrong, it's wrong. Period. And that's just my little take on it. The real coons will be the people that most of us feel we're not gonna tell on. So many black people got that man in the family who just been touching generations of people. He's a coon. He's tearing up the family. Or that person running through the hood killing people. And all those people talking about stop snitching. Now, you know somebody just did something that's traumatic to the hood and to the whole environment, to the whole community, and you saying don't tell on that person? Now, for one, I think a lot of people misconstrue the idea of what a snitch is. A snitch, it's a few different ways to snitch, but it's mainly two main ways that you could snitch. The first one being, say you out there doing something illegal and you get caught up. Now, you don't want to go to jail for this long period of time, so you like, well, hey, I got caught with this little bit of cocaine, but I know such and such over there doing this. Now you're snitching because you didn't tell on him when he was doing it because it was the wrong thing. You told on him to get yourself out of trouble. That's a snitch. Second snitch would be, say y'all go out, y'all rob a house together. And for whatever reason, you get caught, but your Cody don't get caught. So to get your little jail time reduced, you go ahead and say, okay, well, this person was there, or it could be even worse. Like you go rob a person and that person end up getting killed throughout the robbery. So now you get caught up. You looking at capital murder. So you want to, I want to say you on the defense. So you like, hey, well, he was there. He's actually the one that shot. And I could prove it. You ain't telling because it's the right thing to do. You telling to get yourself out of trouble, to save yourself. That would be snitching. But if I see this man out here and he's selling drugs on the corner and the little kids can't even go back and forth to the store without interacting with this man, and I call the cops to get him up out of the neighborhood because for whatever reason, even if I don't have the heart to go talk to him, some people just don't want to get tied up in that. You call the cops to get him up out the hood or out the community, that's not snitching. You know somebody who out here killing us, yeah, you definitely need to get him up out of here. They not doing any, they not presenting anything value to the community. So why would we want them in the community? Why would anybody be loyal to a person who would take one of our lives? Then we sit around and say like, oh, where's the next black leader? The next Malcolm X? How we gonna get us another good leader when we're not even teaching good values to the kids? You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, speaking of that, the other coon would be that man out there who having all these babies and not sticking around to take care of them. The realest coon. Because in my personal opinion, that's why we haven't had the next black leader. Because it ain't been enough father figures in the picture to raise the next black leader into being the next black leader. Between that and abortions, we done lost our black leader like that. His granddaddy in jail, fiend out on cocaine, or his dad is in jail, or fiend out on some type of drug, and wasn't able to put that barrier in his back for him to become the next black leader. But yeah, that's my take on that. The coons, I don't think the coon is the person who got a different political belief or dating outside the race. We got to get a different term for that. The real coon is the person who is destroying the community and we're allowing them to. So not only is that person the coon, if you letting that man sell them drugs in your community and you not trying to stop him or get him stopped, you adding to the cooning. But yeah, that's just my little take. Again, love, peace, and prosperity, family.